So guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me. I'm about to sit down and do my makeup. It's going to be chit chatty. So go ahead and subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. If you already haven't, join the fam. Don't miss out on any video, okay? Go ahead, also while you're at it, go ahead and log on to www.beautifulambitiousqueens.com and go ahead and subscribe to my blog for some inspiring content. But let's go ahead and just jump right on in. All right, so first, I think I'm gonna just focus on my brows at first because why not? So yeah, so today I want to talk about something that is like super personal to me and my own story. And it was something I was reminded of today. I was talking to my cousin. I'm just taking the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil in the shade dark black brown. So anyway, so me and her, we were talking, and we were talking a lot about just like body image and stuff like that. And she was telling me how she, you know, she's always been confident. She never really struggled with her body image. Like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I lost like a bunch of weight, and that was a really proud moment for me. I didn't do it because of, you know, anything about the way I look. I did it because diabetes runs very frequent in my family. My father has diabetes, and I watched him struggle with that my whole life. So once I was told, you know, about my health and things like that from my doctors, I went ahead and I lost weight. The decision to lose weight wasn't my first time attempting to lose weight. It's just the first time that I actually lost weight, a significant amount of weight. And of course, you know, like, I don't think nothing's wrong with it. I felt really good about myself. To losing weight, especially plus size girls like myself, are pressured into losing weight, you know, from outside forces. So you got, if it isn't the media telling us, you know, it's not okay, that's not healthy, whatever, you got doctors, you know, you have fat phobic doctors out there who believe stuff like that. You have family members who believe stuff like that, who promote that stuff, especially like at a young age. So at a young age, I learned to not like my body. And I know that a lot of people who may not be plus size, or some people who are plus size, didn't have that same upbringing. But growing up, I was constantly told my weight was a constant topic of discussion. Like, I want to have sort of like a negative relationship with my body. So fast forward to adulthood, that still is something, even though I have overcame so much, my body is still something that I struggle with. Like the way I view it, just my overall relationship with my body. I didn't like my body because I didn't feel like other people liked it. So just based off that kind of helped, like, was really the struggle. Over this past quarantine, I gained probably like 10, maybe 13 pounds of my weight back. Now, prior to quarantine, so even like prior to that, I had already gained back a significant amount of my weight, but I was cool with it. Like, okay, I'm at this weight, I'm okay with being at that weight, that works for me. Because honestly, I had got all the way down to maybe like 268 pounds, and my goal weight was 250. And even then, my relationship with my body was weird. Like, I didn't feel like me, you know, if that makes any sense. Like, I wasn't really like comfortable 100% with myself. But when I gained some of the weight back, I was like maybe like 280s and like something like that. I was like, okay, I'm comfortable with the way that looks. And my relationship with my body is my personal relationship. It's not a relationship that reflects on anybody else, not even a medical doctor. I don't care how long you went to school for, which is power to you, because I respect doctors for the amount of time it takes to become a doctor. However, a doctor doesn't know my body the way I know my body, because I live with my body every day. So I pretty much got back up to a certain amount in weight, you know, in terms of pounds, because, you know, that's what people use to measure things, it's pounds. So anyway, over the quarantine, I pretty much gained a significant amount of weight. I kind of started feeling really bad about myself. Kind of like how I did when I was younger and couldn't lose weight. Kind of in that same realm. So I didn't really like myself. I didn't want to take pictures for my blog anymore. I didn't want to try on things. I was kind of like ashamed of myself. So I'm going to take some of this P.Louise base. I'm going to take it in Rumor 6, which is a darker shade. So, being that, I was reminded that, you know, when it comes to my body, I have to like my body. My body, my say-so, everything. But the thing is about being a woman is, and I was reminded this being around like my mom and my grandma and just other women who I look up to, is that they all have interesting views when it comes to their body, because your body's always changing. Like as a woman, first of all, we hold more weight typically because of childbearing. Then we also give birth to children, so that affects the way our body looks, especially if you give birth to multiple children. So that'll make your body look different. And then not only that, hormones, you know, hormone irregularities, menopause, having irregular periods, all that can like affect your weight and the way your body looks. So because your body's always changing, are you gonna always have a negative outlook? You're gonna make yourself miserable, which is what I was telling myself. I was like, you know, I can't even imagine how many times I've made myself miserable because of not my relationship with my body being so negative. The palette, by the way, I'm taking the shade Ginger, this shade here, and yeah, just putting that, I'm putting that as a transition color. I'm just patting it on. I asked myself, when your body changes, and it will, so I could get sick tomorrow and then start losing a significant amount of weight. Okay, my body's gonna change and I'm gonna be that small. Then I could, you know, a pandemic could be going on and I sit in the house, I'm not working. So I sit in the house more and I'm not as active, and I, you know, I'm still eating junk. Am I gonna hate myself then and be negative with my body then? What good is that gonna do my overall view of my body? And I think that's what we miss a lot. It's not about, so we're not gonna always feel confident, we're not gonna always feel the prettiest, and that's like natural. But I think what I want overall is, I don't want to feel great every day. I just want to have a good enough relationship with my body to where, like, if I don't feel great that day, it doesn't completely diminish how I feel about my body. And I realized that my goal always, when I was becoming body positive and really trying to build a healthy relationship with my body, is that I always want to feel good. The most healthiest thing you can do for yourself is just to build a good relationship with your body. Meaning, not sitting around eating junk is included. Not eating a stuff, because I know I like my junk food too. So I ain't eating this there. So you won't feel like crap if you gain 10 pounds or if you lose 10 pounds. You know what I mean? It's just about like, okay, accepting the changes is part of a healthy relationship. And now I'm going to tell you guys, I'm using the Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette. And I'm taking that brown shade in there. Changes are going to occur because that's just part of life. They always happen. You need to get in this space where you're like, okay, I know acknowledge that the changes are happening. These changes are happening. However, I still feel XYZ about myself, you know? And that's really what it takes to be body positive. I'm not really cutting my crease. I don't like saying that because I don't feel like I really do that. I'm just sort of just placing some of this Anastasia primer on my lid because I just love the way it makes colors pop. So that's basically what I'm doing with a little concealer brush going in on my lid. It's about having a relationship with your body where even if your body changes, it won't break your confidence. You know what I mean? It'll be like you understand that this is part of life. It's natural. You may not like it, but it's not a reason to think that you're ugly or that your body's nasty or that you should cover up or that you're not worthy. That should never change. To this light matte shade here, I knew that wasn't what I wanted. And I'm gonna put that all over where I just put the Anastasia at. I'm gonna go back into this same palette. And this brush, I don't even know where this eyeshadow brush comes. Oh, this is a Morphe brush. And I'm gonna go back into that dark brownish shade in the palette, and I'm just gonna go ahead and build up my outer V again. I'm not gonna put anything on it. And I'm just gonna soften out those lines, especially the lines of where the mistakes I made when I was applying the Anastasia eye primer to my lid. Just a little bit of mistakes, but I'm just gonna softly blend out those lines. That's the whole point of taking a clean brush. So I'm gonna go in with this. This is from my personal eye. She is a friend of mine. She is lovely. She really cares about her cosmetic line, and she really puts effort into making sure they are the best quality and at an affordable price. So this is Candybox Cosmetics. Coconut flakes. Interesting about coconut flakes is I normally am not a fan of like pale pigments or glitters. However, this one has like gold flecks in it. It's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. And so yeah, I will have a link down below where you can shop these glitters and pigments, and they are so affordable. Like, I recommend you rank up, and she always has a sale. Always has a good sale. Ships really fast. So good. Just great quality. My brush, I have no idea where this brush comes from. I got on Amazon maybe like 5 years ago, and I still have it, and I don't know where I can't even tell you. So with her pigments, you don't have to use a glitter glue, even though I'm going to be using a glitter glue from NYX. You don't have to. You can pretty much like wet them, but I just find that I like them better with glitter primer, so I'm just going to use that from NYX. So I like to kind of put my brush in that first and kind of tap it on the areas where I want to apply the glitter, which is, for me, I'm going to apply it like right there. And I take that same brush and kind of go lightly into the pigment. And apply. Very lightly. See how that's already kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but it's already kind of building up. And I like to build it up slowly because I am heavy-handed when it comes to like glitters and stuff, and I will put a crap ton of glitter. All right, so I'm gonna move on because I didn't want to do too much to my eyes, but I did want a little oomph. So I'm gonna be using these lashes today. These are Kiss Lashes Russian Volume. Got these at Walmart. But this my niece put me on. Shout out to Kyla. This is the I Envy. It's made by I Envy, and it's like a sister brand of Kiss. They're all in the same brand, just different. I don't know what's what, but this is their strip lash adhesive in black. So to prime my face, I'm gonna take some calamine lotion. I've been using this for a while, ever since my friend Kenya, who also is the owner of Candybox Cosmetics, of the pigment that I just showed you guys. Ever since I saw her use that as a primer, I was like, why everybody using it? So I went and I tried it, and I see why everybody using it. It just works so much better than like a traditional primer. Granted, I still use traditional primers here and there, but this summer, this has just been the best for me. So I'm just taking a foundation brush and I'm putting that on areas where my makeup tends to look a little weird first. So this is actually a little too much. Taking the Shiseido Syncho Skin Self Refreshing Foundation in the shade 530 Henna. And I'm going to take some of that to the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take this brush. I used it yesterday, so don't judge. This brush is from Amazon. I'll link it down below. I just got it. Like, it's the best foundation brush. Outside of the NYX one, it's definitely the best foundation brush that I've ever tried. Because it's not like I don't know how to describe it. It definitely has bristles, but it blends like a beauty blender or something. Like, I don't know. So I'm just putting that in my skin. I'm not putting too much because I don't like wearing a lot of foundation in summer. Don't forget to go down that neck. Go down that neck. So for concealer, I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Maple. And I'm going to use that to highlight under my eyes. Down my nose. I always do not like a straight line. And a little bit on my forehead. Just a little bit, because I don't like all that. Alright, and I'm going to take a sponge. I'm going to go ahead and soak my sponge with some Fix Plus and start blending. My lashes on off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium dark. I'm going to take this brush. It's like a limited edition from Wet n Wild a couple years ago. I'm taking the contour shade. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I'm going to be using the Soul Body Shimmering Body Powder in Golden. I like to use it for highlighting, but that's just me. I'm going to take this really brush. I got this brush from, I don't even know. It's like a little bit. Usually I just take it with my finger and kind of go in like that. Right. So I'm going to go back into the Huda Beauty palette. Queen, are you making an appearance? I'm gonna go back in that, and then I'm gonna take this brush. I know I got this in Coastal Scents. It's like a little pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade, the dark brown shade, and I'm using that instead of my eye always waters when I do my makeup. I have no clue why. So for my lips, I'm gonna take, first I'm gonna go in with the MAC Chestnut pencil. My lips. So now I'm going to take the shade Hazelnut. This is from Maybelline's new Superstay line. It's their coffee line. I got mine on Amazon, but I did see them at Walmart and at Walgreens. So if you want to go check it out there, but I'll link it down below where I found it on Amazon. I'm going to take that, and I'm gonna put it in the apply it. All right, so once that's dry, which pretty much is, because it kind of almost dries instantly, y'all, just about. I'm gonna take the Colourpop So Juicy Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade She's Here, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit in the center. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up this video. Don't forget to like this video, thumbs up if you like it, comment down below. I want to hear from y'all. I love talking to you guys in the comments, so go ahead and comment down below, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram if you already don't, at Beautiful Ambitious Queens, because I want to see y'all, and I'll check y'all in my next video.